Hello there, this is Poke Crimson, X-Team Rocket Executive. I'm going to go over my second month update for my Pokemon TCG business. I'm going to go over the sales numbers as well as the profit margins and my thoughts and strategies moving forward. Let's begin. So let's start with the sales numbers. So if you watched my first video for the first month update, including January of this year and half of December of last year, I made a little over 2,100 in sales. For the month of February of this year, we made $7,385 in sales, and the cost of the products was $5,347. It was a $2,038 profit, 38% profit margin. Now, I do have 3 membership programs that I pay monthly for, and the cost of that is $340. So my true profit was $1,698 and a 30% profit margin. And my goal for this business was to always make a consistent 20 to 25%. So I exceeded that. So pretty excited. I'm pretty happy with the results. So my goal for the following months is to make 10,000 and more in sales and maintain that number and grow from here on out. So very excited about the future, and my wife and I really appreciate all the support that you show us. Now, my thoughts and strategies moving forward. Something that I've realized after a couple months in the business was making the mistake of buying too quickly. When I was first starting this business, I wanted to have a lot of variety of products. I didn't want to feel like my website was empty. And so I was buying up a lot of different products. I was trying to buy up whatever good deals I could find. And I realized that it's more beneficial, especially with limited funds, to just focus on a handful of products that are popular and that will move quickly. You know, I was buying a lot of variety of products. For example, like Paradox Rift and Temporal Forces. I bought a ton of it at MSRP or near MSRP price. And you know, it's very difficult to get products at MSRP. And you know, I was buying up whatever I could find online. And I realized that it's more important to have velocity of money, to keep buying and selling, and you will make more profit in the end. And if you have products that are just sitting there and it's just collecting dust, it's tying up your funds. And the problem with that is that you're not able to make plays or buy up any deals that you find later on. So I exhausted my funds and my resources, you know, right away, and then I couldn't make on some plays. And I give some examples. There was a gentleman that was selling a large bulk of 151 bundles, $20 under market. At the time, they were going for around 95, and so he was selling for 75, and I was like, limited on funds, and so I decided to pass on buying all of them. And now they're double. They're around $150. You know, there's some prismatic plays I could have done well, buying up bundles or ETBs. I could have bought sealed case of the Disravels ETB, you know, well below market, and especially now that they went up to 200. And so, you know, those are opportunities that I missed, you know, because I didn't have funds on hand. So, you know, I also spread myself thin by buying other TCG products. You know, I sell Pokemon and other TCG, though I should have just focused on Pokemon and then grow from there. You know, even though I got great deals on these other TCG products and they've grown a good amount in value, no matter how good I price them, you know, if I don't have the clients or the customers that want that product, it's just going to sit there, and then my funds are going to be tied up. And so definitely recommend that you focus on a handful of products that are popular, that will move quickly, and to have funds on hand just in case you find any good deals down the road. Moving forward, I would like to touch on inventory update. Make sure that your inventory is always up to date. Double check. You know, I give example. I made a mistake where I bought some Mega Evolution bundles, or sorry, Mega Evolution build and battle boxes, and I confused them with bundles. And so when I updated my inventory that I had more bundles, I had 2 orders, and when I went to package them, I realized they were building bottle boxes. So I quickly changed the inventory to make sure no one else buys anymore, and then I had to fulfill the order. And so because I priced things a good amount below market, I had a difficult time finding them at a good price, and I ended up having to buy them of what I sold them for. And luckily, I had a good friend that found some for me at a car vending show, so really appreciate his help. And so be careful, because you can end up losing money if you give good prices and then you have to source it in the secondary market. You can end up losing money, or you can break even, and then it'll be kind of a wasted effort, with all the shipping and dropping it off, and not making much money. Is kind of a waste of time. So definitely be careful of your inventory. The last thing I want to go over is my wife and I started our first, we vended at our first show on Pokemon Day and at the Woodbridge Mall Center, and we had a great time. Now, we did get there late. The show started at 5 o'clock, and we got there right at 5, and then we were scrambling to find our table and then set up, and we probably missed out on some sales. Though besides that, it was a lot of fun. We made a lot of connections. We gained around 30 followers on Instagram, which is great because they're potential future clients. And what's great about meeting people in person in car vending shows is that they get to know you and you talk with them face to face. So it's more likely that those customers that follow you from vending shows will probably actually follow your content and be actual customers, especially if they bought from you in a car show. And we didn't meet our sales goal. My goal was to make around $2,000 to $3,000 in sales. The table cost $90, and I felt like $2,000 to $3,000 would make up for the $90 fee, and we made around $930. Now, I was able to get this beautiful Disravels ETB. I've never seen one in person, never held it, and he wanted the EBO3 one piece packs that I had, and there were loose packs that I got from a sealed booster box, and I traded 20 of them for this box, and the market at the time was around $188, and he traded in 80% value, so I got it for $150 pretty much, and they've only gone up. Even it's just been a week, now they're going up to almost 200. So very happy that I got this in my collection. So definitely car vending is a great opportunity to sell a lot, and meet new people that could be future customers. So definitely plan on doing more in the future. And I will have a video soon after I'm done editing of our first vending show. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for the support. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or thoughts, please leave a comment below. Please visit us at royalsakuratcg.com. Take care. Blasting off.